Alright, y'all. We back with another one, y'all. We about to do a reaction to Crip Mac gets sent back to state prison after finishing his Fed bid. I guess Crip Mac just finished his bid in the Feds. I guess he's done with the Feds. He just got released from the Feds. I guess they're sending him back to the state penitentiary. I guess y'all. So let's react to this. Let's see what it's about, y'all.
But you know who we should talk about who's in the county?
55th Street! We thought he was about to be out.
Yeah, that is crazy because that happened to me a couple times.
For real?
I done got all the way to the gate, man. Did all my time, but it was like it wasn't. A lot of that time they be like metropolitan, like you owe tickets or something that you didn't get cleared up. You done did like 3-4 years, and they still want you. Like, nah, you got a warrant, so you got to go down to the county, go to court. They release you on the first court day. Man, it be so inconvenient. Like, man, I done dressed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes like when you in the state, and I know in California. Like, you'll go to your release date, and they're like, nah. It'll make you go past your release date, like, oh, LA County gonna come get you, that day. So you'll go past your release date, and then when you get down there, you usually go to court the next day, and then you get out, and it's like, damn, my release date done passed. So that happened to me a couple times.
Did you know that you had like another situation pending? So you kind of
normally, I don't know. I never been on the way out. Yeah, I never.
I don't know how any of that prison stuff works, yo, because I've never been to prison, so, you know what I'm saying, whatever they talking about is, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, you know. Me personally, I ain't never been to prison, so, you know what I'm saying, I don't know too much about that shit, you know what I'm saying, I just know when you finish your bid, whatever time you've done in prison, you get released, that's all I know.
Yeah, federal time or federal prison time. I'd have been to coming out enough. But in the state, they usually come tell you, like, man, you got to hold a detainer, you know what I'm saying, like a week before, because they got to run you. Like you said, they got to run you, you know what I'm saying, all the systems before they release you to prison, you know what I'm saying? So when they do the last fingerprints, they come back and tell you, like, hey, you know, you got a detainer in LA County, they're going to da-da-da-da-da. Like, oh,
because I can't imagine a bigger kick in the...
Yeah,
than like you're walking out.
That's why you got to be on top of that, because in the feds, you still follow the, they tell you all that shit too. All you got to do is go to the counselor or go down to the law library and fill out the form. 1381, your shit come back, it's going to let you know if you got any detainers, because if you got detainers or warrants, you can't even go to the halfway house. Yeah, so you got to get them cleared, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I got all my cleared. For a lot of people don't know, they wait till they get to the date. I mean, to they date. Oh, man, it's too late.
I was real excited. We were trying to find a moment where we could do the interview, even though those weeks all booked up. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, nope. They took him right back. Which is it's sad, because I know everybody was like super hyped, planning all kinds of stuff. And it's crazy when you think about Crip Mac, like, imagine him in the county. Oh, yeah. You gotta be like Donald Trump in that.
Why is that?
Because, I mean, who could be more famous than him going into the county jail, the LA county jail? Export. There's a lot of people who are 10 times more famous than Export.
Yeah, I was about to say Crip. That's not Crip.
Definitely more famous. Export is famous Crip Mac.
Fame-wise. Yeah, fame-wise.
Look, on a gangbanging level, for sure, everybody knows Export is.
Alright.
Crip Mac is known by everybody, period.
Okay, are he viral in the mother? Or you think
He got more notable.
But Crip Mac is not viral for the good reason, though. He's viral for something hella dumb. Saying that he's a super crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went viral, y'all, for being hella dumb, really. Crip Mac.
Riding as far as globally, that's a fact.
Like, sometimes there'd be people like Soulja Boy in LA County Jail. They're like, Crip Mac is the most famous LA gang member who didn't get famous from rapping. Up there for sure.
Oh, no. Forrest is too, bro.
Is Crip Mac's also not more... Crip Mac's not more famous. So much bigger than Forrest. But Crip Mac's also not more famous than Suge Knight.
I don't think so.
But that's music. Yeah,
I don't think so.
He's way bigger. I could say from the views over the years, like the 4 Extra thing, it was big, and then it started to fizzle out pretty quick.
I'm talking about at both of their height. At both of their height.
Here's the thing though, when Crip Mac went on Channel 5, that changed everything. Channel 5, the huge YouTube channel, Andrew Callahan.
Okay.
Oh, but say he was on the news.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
You're not on KTLA. You're not on KTLA. Yeah, because when Crip Mac went on that, I still remember, like, all of a sudden I started seeing, like, normal people who was knowing about him. The views on our interview with him went up like crazy at that time because Channel 5 was just so big. And yeah, they took him to a Slipknot concert. Look at 7 million views on this one video. That's just like him hanging out, and then he went to a Slipknot concert. That changed everything. That took him way past like the no jumper sort of like ceiling.
Well, yeah, because you know what I'm saying, niggas want to get views off of that nigga C-Mac. You know, that's all he really is. He's just a person that you get views off of. So if you get a video with him or a vlog or any type of interaction with him, you gon' blow up. You gon' go viral for sure. Cause Crip Mac is mental as hell, but I ain't gonna lie to you. He a mental ass.
Variety, I felt like.
I can see it though. I can see he big though. He definitely.
From what I hear, he got a 10-day flash though.
What's that?
You know, like a violation since he was still on that state probation, state.
So he's about to be home real quick,
like the next couple days.
Yeah, all right. I will also say that like 4Xtra's accident was more publicized than anything that's happened to Crip Mac in his entire career thus far. Right? It seemed like it was going to make him way bigger, but then I think in the long run it kind of like lessened the
Lamar Jackson
attention he had.
Oh, is that
You know what? I'll take that back now. Because you know what? When I was in prison in Arizona, they had Crip Mac on the tablet. I said, oh, this different. I bullshit you not, bro. You know, they got the tablets and stuff like that. So you can order, like, you know, you download songs or stream the songs. And Crip Mac interviews was on the tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look what platforms he on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I could see him definitely being, I can see that.
Y'all ever in the penitentiary system ever seen these little cassette tapes they used to have that fools used to, like, there was a company that was distributing music and all this in the penitentiary system, and they were like cassettes. And this was like
Just before our time, bro.
2012, 13, 14.
I was in there when they had tapes. It was
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago because these bootlegged my battles, like my company's battles, and I had them in the system. I got a copy of one of the tapes. It was crazy. Like they took the thumbnail and made it into a cover and all this.
Yeah, that's on the tablet. A lot of your battles was on there.
Yeah, they did that too.
For $1, that's how they.
Bro,
Selling for $1 at a whole battle. They selling when I bought a couple of them.
bro.
Man, shout out to Geechee Gotti. Shout out to my dog, man.
This is my dog.
I can't lie. I'm super interested to see where the Crip Mac adventures go. Like,
For sure.
I don't know. Crip Mac, bruh. It depends on if Crip Mac is willing to even like still go viral. You know what I'm saying? Keep
Is he gonna be on the same type of timing that he always been on? Is he gonna come out like a slightly different person? Like, it's just gonna be really fascinating. Like, I'm excited to talk to him and do content with him. But I just wonder, is it gonna be business as usual, or is he gonna kind of change his life up a little bit? Where is the sense of stability and normalcy gonna come from? Who's gonna like give him just like a
You got a family.
baseline? Well, yeah. Now he got a baby. You got like a 1-year-old daughter. That's what I'm saying. But there needs to be a plan in place for that. I would say for him to have optimal results, because me being around Crip Mac, he's a great, really nice dude, but I feel like it's easy to kind of stray him off path. You know what I mean? So I hope that the people around him,
He
like,
had
he's
the
got
more
good
structure when
choices.
China Mac was around for sure.
he
seen
definitely
good
did.
results. Seen good
That's
results.
just a leash. Yeah, it's like I feel like the China Mac thing was definitely positive
Good results, bro.
But see, China Mac don't bring any. But see, this is the thing about that, is that Remo was the one cooking up all the ideas for his vlogs and everything, and then China Mac ended up scamming Remo and like basically not paying him for all the work that he did.
Oh, you're wrong.
Because the thing is that China Mac, he don't got any star power. He's not likable. He's ugly. He's just like a weird, goofy foreign dude. So I feel like if anything, like.
China Mac cool, bruh. I saw with the stuff that China Mac was doing over there in Cambodia, bruh. China Mac was cool nigga, bruh. It's just China Mac's kind of like a clout chaser, bruh. You know, like that's the issue with that nigga China Mac. He's just a clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion of that nigga China Mac. You know what I'm saying? China Mac a cool nigga though. Like if you meet that nigga in person, bruh, I'm pretty sure he a cool dude, bruh. He's a clout chaser for YouTube, bruh. That's the issue with that nigga. He'll do anything for views and, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So if he know there's some content behind you, bruh, that he can make off of you, bruh. He gonna make some content off of you. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of smart. He's not really that dumb.
Crip Mac need to stay away from him because he's just like a mooch.
Well, all Crip Mac needed was a straight guy, like a regular.
Somebody with sense.
Yes, he just needed someone with common sense to kind of play off of.
And that's why my interviews with him always did so good, but at the same time, that's why, like, we tried to give Crip Mac the Crip Mac show that was just him reacting to shit, and it just didn't really work.
It's real repetitive.
It didn't work because it was just like, it's just him in his own world just talking, and it just, you need like a normal person to kind of like have him bouncing off so that when because like, you know, he's the kind of guy who will just go on like a 10-minute jail rant. Like he'll spend 10 minutes talking to you about some shit that happened in jail, and then like to the average person it's just kind of like, okay, what the fuck am I watching? Like you need somebody to kind of rein him in and be able to say some shit to like help him kind of have some structure to it, you know?
Was it Famous Richard or J-Man who told him like honestly shouted at him instead of what you just said?
to me, Crip Mac, not like that, but I think, I ain't gonna say best case scenario, but I think bro needed that experience. He got a kid now, you know, going to prison, man, and being on the main line and having that experience, it give you a newfound, like far, I think he give you a different perspective on life.
He thinks the film before this though.
Yeah, but this now after the fame though, if he can't like if he don't like now seeing like bro, you gotta respect the danger. You know what I'm saying? You can move differently. Like actually doing a little stretch. You know what I'm saying? And that's doing a little bit. Like hopefully he can see who all in this corner, who really has his best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? And what's important now, you got a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Make that be your number one priority, bro. You famous, you big already. Get your chili in, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully he come out moving smarter and different, you know what I'm saying, to keep running it up. But I think he needed this experience. I definitely did, because always prisons. I mean, if you go to prison, you don't come out with a different perspective. I don't care, good or bad, something wrong too. You from a different planet, bro. So hopefully he got that good experience. That's gonna, you know what I mean, keep going on the right path, man.
Did Lupe see this? To me, it looked like Lupe was surprised. Like she didn't know this was going to be a thing. I don't know. That was just my interpretation of the video.
Yeah, she was definitely surprised that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she wouldn't have drove all the way up there, or you know what I'm saying, did all that if she knew. But I'm glad that he ain't got no case, man. He's just coming home.
Oh, it's a lonely ass ride back.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They be playing games at prison. He was at Mendota. They don't be on their job up there because that wasn't supposed to happen. He already supposed to know. Either he's supposed to got that situated, but the counselors up there are like doing their job. Man, they be ending up dead. Depending on what unit he was in too, he probably had a counselor.
So was it on him to check that before he get out, or was they supposed to bring it to his attention?
I gotta tell you nothing. That's on you to do your job and go back to ask your counselor. What's your points? What's your custody level? What's going on with this? Like, yeah, it's in their job title to push it together, but they ain't gonna do nothing. It's easy money for them. So.
Okay, like what is the actual lifestyle that Crip Mac needs to embrace? Because this is the thing about it. He just did a couple years because he had a gun. He got lucky because it was a ghost gun that didn't work. So he didn't get like the full sentence that he would have normally got as a felon with a gun. So I was in court. I listened to all this. But all I'm saying is like now him running around with blicks is just like a really, really, really bad idea. But he's Crip Mac. And in LA, he's a controversial guy. You know, he's a dude that realistically there's people who don't like him. So it's just kind of confusing. Like, what should he be doing? What is the proper way for him to move around?
Well, in my opinion, what Crip Mac should do is maybe move away from LA if he was smart. You know, move out of fucking South Central or move out of, you know what I'm saying, wherever he's at, where he's going to be located at. Move away from there. Move to Texas. Move to, you know what I'm saying, Northern Cali or up north. Move away from, you know what I'm saying, LA, the LA area. Move somewhere else. You know, move to the Bay. You know what I'm saying? The Bay is cool. You know, the Bay, or move to, like, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood, like a nice suburban area, you know, like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, move somewhere nice.
Now, should he just move? Would he ever move? Like, would he even know what to do if he was in Vegas or something? I don't know.
Number one, get rid of that ghost gun. The shit don't work that well to begin with, and it wasn't operating.
I'm sure the feds took that.
Being confiscated.
Okay, number two, Vegas not far enough. That's like LA.
Why he didn't have a gun and then why he didn't know?
Man, hell yeah.
He said, "You know
Shit your
that."
life on the line, motherfucker. Get up on
That shit is jam before you even try to.
He might not have known for real.
But Vegas not far enough, and all you gotta do is just like move out the way and not go to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, beyond the people that are going to be blatantly offended by the eye busters and things like that, do you feel like a lot of people that are potentially enemies of him or his community would run into him and kind of stall him out because, like, all right, you're a crip back, you're an entertainer, you're over, or like,
No, absolutely not. And to be honest, it makes him more enticing. You know what I mean? He's considered to be a trophy out here in the streets. And that's just a fact. Whether you feel like he earned to be a trophy, like, that's a fact. On opposition, he's considered to be a trophy out here. Who wouldn't you? When you live in that type of lifestyle, who wouldn't want to say that? You know what I'm saying? But the way he moved is just totally be different. He should be moving in unison with his team. You know what I'm saying? It's strategic. It's no other way around.
To be fair, like before he got locked up, he was moving kind of smart for a while. He had a spot kind of ducked off, like 40 minutes outside of LA or whatever, and he would come to No Jumper. He would, go do his interviews or whatever, but he wasn't really hanging out in the hood during that time, partially because he knew that the feds were looking for him, which probably was an extra incentive, but it seemed like he was kind of moving the right way and he was comfortable staying in the crib a lot and stuff, so I'm hoping that he can kind of keep that same temperament when he gets out.
Man, keep the shot, bro. Just let Lupe help that motherfucker son, bro.
It's just hard.
Your life is more important than anything, nigga. Like, because you got some irritating on your forehead that people don't like, and that's like a billboard. Somebody will hurt you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say he should be moving in unison with his team. Not only that, you got to move strategic, bro. You got to respect the danger. I keep telling people, it don't matter. Just like me, like you got any one of us. It's just like where I'm in my life. Like even me pushing the peace, like just because I push peace, I'm this way, you know what I'm saying? And at this point in time in my life don't mean that another person is on that. They don't have to respect that.
Okay.
Like we all did things in the streets that we could never take back. They remember that, you know what I'm saying? And people don't forget about that. So again,
once you gangbang, once you get tattoos that are fucking like, you know what I'm saying, like gang tattoos and stuff like that on your body, bro, you get like, you know what I'm saying, disrespectful things on your body, you know what I'm saying, that's disrespectful to other people, bruh. It's it just makes you a target, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You create yourself into a billboard.
and like I said, like,
Okay, but if he has to move in unison with his team, which I agree with.
It's this team we speaking of, though.
Like his homies. Yeah, his homies.
Whoever that he has around him.
If that's the case.
Because his mom lives in Vegas. That's why he should move to Vegas.
Nah,
If he did.
Vegas is not.
Yeah.
Vegas
It ain't
is
that
like
far, bro.
New California.
He has Deep East LA. Like,
He could go hang out with his dad.
Deep East LA.
Yeah, I'm pretending to be his dad.
If he go to Vegas, he gonna be out there alone. They gonna be.
Whoa.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually, you know what? Now we're looking right.
That'd be fire.
You might be onto something.
No, that'd be funny.
Although that could go left very quick as well.
No. Crip Mac need to be here where he belongs. Baby oil, he can do some gay shit. Crip Mac can be out of there.
Yeah, he probably will.
Crip Mac knows that the 22 still got his best interest in mind. I wish that Crip Mac was the kind of guy where I could just give him a contract, have him do content all the time, but like every time I think about it, I just think about how crazy he is and how volatile he is, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
He got it together this time.
I don't think he got it. I think he's impressionable. The last person he talked to, go go help his decision.
Yes, he's very impressionable, 100%.
Man, I be seeing through that shit. Like he not like no rowdy dude like that.
But every time I ever like seen Crip Mac get some money, it seemed like it was usually gone within like a day or two.
No bar.
Like it's just like the money's just gone like right away. Just like his lifestyle is like if he gets $1,000, he is spending $1,000.
Not only that, but he's hyper generous. He'll get that $1,000. Be like, oh, I gotta feed the homeless. Like, literally spend $100 on pizza.
He said, made the deep ass voice, y'all. Of course. Said I got feed the homeless, y'all. This
For
nigga.
homeless people, give like they don't like tip the person working on a $55 tip. Like I've literally seen him do this.
Hey,
Like
that's the funniest shit ever. We was downtown passing out pizzas, and that homeless man got up on him tomorrow. He was trying to get with his girl or some shit. Hey, he said, "Oh God, 55, I don't know your girl." I'm like, wow.
When I booked him for the rap battle in Oakland, like one of his stipulations is, well, we gotta get some pizza from homeless, cuz. That was literally one of the booked him for the rap battle.
Which is commendable and honorable.
It is. No, I love that about him. But
on the internet really is daddy.
no, but it looks similar.
No,
No, but if I'm Crip Mac, I'm showing up at that guy's crib.
That fool got 86 from he got kicked out. He came in here, he got kicked out. I sent him on his way.
So that dude lying.
Oh, he gets wild, bro.
He's just pretending.
So Papa C-Mac, that's not his daddy.
Listen, nigga, gotta feed the homeless, brother.
Yeah, the dude that was quote unquote Crip Mac's father has no biological relationship to him.
That shit was fake as hell, y'all. The fucking Crip Mac pretend to be dad. That shit was fake as hell. I don't believe that. That's really Crip Mac's daddy. No.
It's crazy. I believe though.
No, he's a good troll, but he used to put his
I believe him too. I think because he was like, man, you know, he ain't grow up like that. He saying his real name and all this shit. I'm like, this is crazy.
But he was believable because he had a relationship with the mama though at one point.
He's like, I know Trevor. Like he's like trying to break it all down. Like honestly, the main thing is this: a substantial part of the reason why Crip Mac's able to provide income is the allure that's connected to his gangsterism, right? Is that his whole image. So how, unless he's gonna go a completely different direction and be like, I'm no longer a part of this, he has to lean into that, you know.
But he's not allowed to say that he used to say.
Okay, this is gonna be recording where you don't see where he's gonna go.
He's gonna have to like think up some new ways to bang his hood, like that.
Cinco,
Not
cinco.
as obvious.
Cinco.
Like we come up with
Cinco.
something. Because I'm not gonna lie. Like the other day, I was shooting porn, and Crip Mac's mom calls me, and not like literally shooting porn, but like in between scenes or whatever, and like she's stressed. She's like really pressed to like get me on the phone. I'm worried. I'm like, oh man, okay, like hold on, everybody. I gotta like go and like take this phone call and stuff. And the only thing she said, she's like, Adam, like, do you think Crip Mac's really gonna be able to not say 55th Street? And I'm like,
That's a part of the stipulations?
yeah, like, it's just that he can't, like, represent his gang or whatever, which I don't know. Does that mean you can't say 55th Street? Because really, that's just a street.
That's what I heard.
Or is it you can't say Crip? I feel like he has Crip in his name. Like, that's a problem.
He does. His name is Crip Mac. So I mean, it's not like the nigga can change his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He's just hella mental and hella burnt out. Like, bruh, you got a big ass 55th on your forehead, like tattoo. Like, bruh, what was you thinking, my guy? What was your brain?
No, that's facts. Yeah.
That's
been out since he got sentenced.
Hey, it's on his minute orders, brother.
But that's like the same thing. It's like
How's that not a conflict of interest, like with your freedom of speech and all?
Because he's probably on probation or whatever, where they.
when you're aiding and abetting or promoting a criminal organization, that's out the window. Like the same reason why they're able to say, I'm not saying it's right, but they're the same reason they're able to be like, hey, young thug, you're not allowed to rap about gang or selling dope anymore. Like that, and that's.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot people that are on probation that are rappers, like famous people that get put on probation. They're not allowed to say certain things like about gangs. You know,
Part of the
if
stipulations
they're documented as a gang member, they're not allowed to, like, on their probation. They're not allowed to say certain things.
Release. Now, if Young Thug were to do that, is he finna get actually violated? Are they finna send him to prison if he makes a song called?
Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, he was at his court date, bro.
Don't talk about
The feds do what they want to do. I ain't really heard his situation, but they do give you special conditions, like
I don't know about the special conditions. I'm talking about sentences.
that's a special condition.
Bro, if he does an interview, if he does an interview screaming 55th Street Crip, I mean, it would be kind of surprising to me if
That's a violation if he does that, especially if he's on a special condition probation. Yeah, that's off the top.
Feds
That's a
just violate
violation.
him right away.
He
They
violated.
shouldn't be.
Man,
They gotta be lenient, bro. He
that's the thing,
schizophrenic, bro.
So
So he just can't just put it all on him just not to say shit, bro. He's schizophrenic.
But I
Munchie be burnt out, so he's schizophrenic, bro. Something wrong with that nigga.
I ain't never heard nothing like his shit though. Usually it'll just be like they don't want you around your homies and shit like that.
That was my stipulation. I had to stay 100 yards away from Darby Park.
But his mom being concerned about him saying 50th Street is way deeper than just that statement alone. What she's really saying is he going to be able to present himself and not just lean into this image of being a 55th Street member and being, being.
To be fair though, I have seen him hold back on some things before. Like, when he did his first interview, he was like kind of proud of himself afterwards because he didn't diss his enemies in the interview. But that didn't really last that long. He started kind of doing that
Well, if
afterwards.
you go back to jail, it's gonna be your fault because you gotta make sure y'all be on top of his head. You know he gonna say it.
But that's the weird thing is like, am I gonna do an interview and he's just gonna say that the whole time? I'm gonna be sitting there thinking like, bruh, like I can't put this out. Like,
Or do you have to beep it out? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Leave it up.
You're gonna have to. Yeah, I guess if like we
If we go live, he in trouble.
I'll never go live with him.
Where do we draw the line? Is he allowed to say, I respect 5U? Could he still say that?
All Crip Mac's years on the channel, he's only been live one time, and it was when he talked a bunch of shit about his enemies, and then that basically led to someone on the No Jumper staff being able to like get him not on No Jumper for a while.
Interesting.
T-Rail. He kind of like used that to be like, oh, he said this about my people, whatever, so he shouldn't be allowed to be on the channel anymore. That was the one time that he was live. Also, it was the one time he was there without me.
I think he's talking about that nigga T-Rail when T-Rail was still on No Jumper.
So you kind of, was him and AD or what?
So T-Rail came to you and told you don't allow Crip Mac to come back up here?
Yeah. Because he dissed the Hoovers.
He wasn't.
Yeah. Practically because T-Rail, I get it why T-Rail didn't want Crip Mac on No Jumper though, bro. Because T-Rail's from Hoovers, bro. That's hella disrespectful. You know?
But that.
What you think?
But it wasn't AD. It was actually the weirdest cast ever. It was Blasey, Crip Mac, and RXK Nephew.
Oh, wow.
Of all people.
You think something's wrong with that request?
No, not really.
I mean, it's kind of corny, right? So like,
No, that ain't
I
corny.
mean, not because if he working here, like that's his employment.
That ain't corny. That's provoking somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because that was previous to that. That was kind of our rule. Was like, listen, if you like diss your enemies, we're gonna bleep it out.
Alright, yeah, that's the end of the video, y'all. That's my reaction to, you feel me, Crip Mac. He's about to get released from prison in a little bit, y'all. So I don't know. Maybe like a month or two, maybe, or like a couple months from now, he gonna get released from prison. So we're gonna see Crip Mac again. We're gonna do some reactions on him too when he get released. Whenever they release that nigga Crip Mac, we're gonna do some reactions, bro, because that nigga funny as hell. But yeah, though, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, y'all. And that's my reaction to No Jumper's little chit chat about Crip Mac, practically. So yeah, y'all. I'm gone.